Hey everybody, Banner Saga here, back with another episode of our Banner Saga 2 Let's Play. So, we finally got our first taste of what it's like to play as the Ravens last time around. And we had a couple of fights, and they went more or less well for us, but we're starting to take a little bit of attrition, so I figured it would be a decent idea to kind of stop off, make camp, and I don't know if we'll rest, just because our morale is already pretty high and our supplies are a bit low, but I think we're going to try to grab some supplies from the market, maybe level up a hero or two, and then head out. So let's see what they have for us here. Alright, so one renown gets one supply. That's not very good at all. You can get like up to 3 or 4, I think. Three might be the highest I've seen. So let's see, obsidian ring, a ring that seems to absorb light around it. Said to have been forged by dredged stone singers. So +2 strength, that's not bad. At Fari's golden boots, a formidable Scald's lightweight boots that attracted the wrong type of attention. So +1 to move, -1 to aggro. That's not bad. Not bad for like a ranged character. Bjorf's drop, a honey-colored stone thought to have hardened after dripping from the god Bjorf's stein. +3 will talent ranks and +1 will on rest. I don't know about any of these. Let's see here. Let's get up to like 10 days. I'd feel a little bit better about that. It'll bring me down to 8 renown. We'll confirm that. Let's lock that in. And that's tempting. I don't really have too many items for these characters, and so +2 strength isn't bad at all. Especially on somebody like, I don't know. Some of our Varl don't have that great a strength, and I think this would help. And it's fairly low rank, so just about anybody should be able to use this. In fact, rank 3, anybody should be able to use this, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. Not the best item in the world, but it will be very useful. And then let's see our heroes. They're pretty chewed up here. You can see almost all of our Varl are injured, except for Krumir and Bulwark. Actually, Bulwark's strength is actually capped fairly low, and so an item like that on him would be fairly decent, just because that's going to raise him from 12 to 14. He already hits pretty hard despite his low strength because he gets like a double attack, and so this is going to make him hit even harder, and that basically makes his strength cap 15 now. Krumir is still in decent shape. It might be worth leveling him up. Ollie is actually a pretty good character, and I think I'd like to level him up as well. He might be the only one we can afford since he's rank 3. Let's see, it's going to cost me 7. Yeah, sure. Now then, how do we want to handle him? I'm thinking some armor break and some strength would go fairly well for us here. And then from there, I think I'll go linkage and armor, cap those out, and then we can just focus on willpower the rest of the way. He does have one more strength point, but strength isn't really going to be his forte. He's more about willpower, using those throwing axes and breaking armor. So let's lock that in. And I'm going to save the 5 just in case we ever need supplies. Alright, let's go ahead and head out. We have pretty good morale, so there's no point in resting. Alright. Wonder when we're going to switch back. Morale went down already. At least it's still good. Scout points into the distance with a smile on his face. Walking in that direction, you begin to hear the strangest bickering between 2 Varl. Now you've done it, Ute, says one Varl with a large shield and spear. Kept on until others heard and came nosing about. The other Varl glances your way, nods politely, and walks toward you while shouldering his axe. Don't mind my brother Naki. He's a warrior. A worrier, not a warrior. Naki steps closer and shoves the other Varl with his shield. Varl don't have brothers, and it's warrior. Yeah, I made the same mistake. Folka looks at you with amusement and confusion. None of the other ravens seem to know how to react either. Are you two addled? Not the nicest way to say hello, Naki says, extending his hand in a greeting. And if we were addled, Ute says, stepping forward and swatting Naki's hand, would we even know it? Naki says, well, you wouldn't, Ute, but I'd know. The spectacle continues and most of the ravens are now laughing at the absurdity. I'm not sure what you're after, but we're not sharing food. Ute shakes his head. We're not after food, are we, Naki? Naki says, no, no. Well, yes and no. Ute agrees. Yes and no, that's right. We'd fight with you. Naki interrupts. For you, he means. Ute looks annoyed. Naki, we'd fight for food, but we'd fight with this lot. Oh, God. You can join if you'll shut up. Think, Naki says, but Ute slaps a hand over his brother's mouth. Several mercenaries snort, trying to hold back laughing. The two Varls smile like fools and fall in line. I wonder if we'll get to play as them. I'd be kind of interested to see what kind of characters they are. They're definitely characters. I'm just curious, like, if they're actually, you know, playable during battle.
Irons fly, if only once more.
I think I've said this before, but I really enjoy what little voice acting in the game there is. I wish there was more of it. Remember the last time we saw this foul blood axe? Shut up. Something's happening. It looked like it flashed. Oh, we have to click it. Think the ghost of this dead bird has forgiven you for that wing yet? Spar asks. The other ravens, including Folka, look from the broken stone to you in shock. Aye, the old man says. We were here nearly 40 years ago. Same spot as now. Only a dozen of us left to the unkindness then. Better men by twice than all of you. There's rumbling, but the ravens keep listening. We'd run a job for a man. Pfeffer, Finner, Feiner, more like, he says, spitting at the memory. He set us up to take the fall for some of his other deals gone bad. We got surrounded here, and this bear Varl loses his mind, grabs a tree, a whole tree, and starts swinging. Spar starts coughing, but recovers. Nearly killed us all, but the old Irinx took a hit like no other, and there you have it. The excited ravens start asking you questions, but Spar is all too happy to answer. Let's study the stone. Irinx, the god known as the Winter Bird, stands proudly on an eternal perch of snow and ice. Stories of seasons past, of hunting Radomir across the summer skies, of creating blizzards while flapping its wings to land in winter, cover the outstretched wings. While walking around the stone, your foot thumps on something hollow. You clear away some ice and find a wooden box, probably left as some token of faith to a dead god. Leaving anything behind for the dead is a waste, you say, immediately prying open the box and pocketing the small item within. We got a pipe plant. Cool. Always worth checking out the godstones. There's usually some kind of trinket left that can be made of use. And there we go. Figured there'd be a screen wipe there. They're still in good spirits, but probably not for much longer. Cold creeps under the cloaks and forces the ravens to huddle together as wind whips around you. Snow begins to blot out the Wormscale Mountains in the distance, and you're forced to call for an early camp. Rising from your sleep, you begin pacing, occasionally drumming your fingers on the top of the large cart. Motion in camp draws your attention. Walking towards it, you hear groans and see Folka's shield rising and falling erratically among some furs. Humans, you snort, but the shield flips away, revealing a dredge grunt staring up at you. Stepping back, you bump into another dredge. Looking around, the entire raven camp is a swarm of stone-armored bodies, desperately reaching for you. When your axes lash out through nothing, you realize you were dreaming. An unexpected sadness swells in you, like you've let everyone down. A few of your ravens are watching you, smirking, but your growl makes them look away. You decide to walk the perimeter alone while everyone else slowly awakens. So Bulwark's obviously seen some stuff. We don't really know their story prior to them meeting up with Rook, where Bellower was defeated. We don't know what they were doing before that, so they very well could have seen their share of, horrors from the dredge. Let's see. Let's equip that item to somebody, and then I think we're gonna jump into the training and maybe knock out another mission for some free renown. It's always worth doing those, just because they give you just as much, if not more, renown than the actual battles. And there's really no... there's nothing at stake. You don't really need to worry about losing a character or anything like that, so it's typically worth doing those. So let's see. I'm just going to use Folk as an example here. It doesn't look like she can use it. Yeah, she's not high enough level. You can't help but feel calmed by the sprouting life in the bowl of this broken pipe. +3 will on rest, +1 armor on rest, and +1 will. It's pretty good, especially for somebody who relies on willpower quite a bit. But I think it's too high a rank for anybody but Bulwark to use, and he's not much of a willpower character. I mean, he's not... He does rely on willpower a little bit, but not to the extent where I think this would be useful. I think having the extra strength on him is the better way to go. So we'll need to get somebody leveled up who can use that. Maybe Ollie or Spar could make some use of it. Yeah, I don't know that we really have anybody else. I would love to have an archer in this party, but so far, no such luck. Alright then. Here for another pissing match. Hopefully your quartermaster asks, or are you begging me to show you how to really carve up some foes? What can you show me? Lots of neat little deadly tricks, he says, walking into the tent. Try to keep up. You're a berserk and we're all impressed, Holfie says before spitting, but if you lose it out there in a fight and start killing your own, well, then you're just a pain in the ass. So, let's start with you and the Shield Maiden. You consider what he says. You feel up to the challenge? Alright, I'm ready. Then start swinging, he barks. So hopefully this will give us some insight into how to better utilize Bulwark, because I've been doing a lot of little bit of friendly damage on accident sometimes because I have a hard time figuring out where his second swing is going to hit. So we have to use his frenzy to kill 2 enemies with 1 attack, and use Champion to protect an ally from an attack. That's her ability. Well, no, don't do that. Just leave him right there. Why don't you step up? Abilities, Bear Rage. Okay, so Frenzy I think is just his second swing. Let's bust some armor on this guy first. Nice. When it's one-on-one like that, it's obviously pretty easy to predict where that's going to hit, but sometimes, especially against human characters, I end up hitting my allies that are adjacent, which is never good. Why don't you hop up here? That Varl's stuck until they move. Don't do that. Hit the archer. You can do 5. That makes her pretty much useless. What I really should have done is probably switch their spots, put Bulwark over here with all the weaklings, because he's really not going to be able to get 2 kills with 1 attack over here, unless he gets up to these guys or something. Even then, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off. Let's see. Insult. What's that do? Forces enemy back in initiative. Is he next? That's him there. Okay, I don't really care then. You can just chill. She's going to shoot Bulwark for some armor. Bulwark's turn again. Huh. I think we can get 2 kills right here. Attack her, maybe? Yeah, go for that, and then hopefully on the second swing. There it is. Now we just need to protect somebody. I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to use Champion on him. And hopefully they attack him. We'll see. And of course they're not going to go for strength damage yet. Who's up next? She is. Then she is. Let's push her back in initiative, because I don't think... Actually, we'll push her back in initiative, because I don't want her doing anything. Okay. Why don't you step up here? We're gonna put him... Actually, you know what? Let's try Bear Rage. Yeah, she ran away. That's smart. I want you to keep using Champion. Perfect. There we go. That Bear Rage is pretty good. He actually got in like 2 counterattacks on that. So how much renown do we get for this? 14, not bad. That's about what we got for the last battle we fought. And with that, we can actually grab another level up or 2. Let's get, I think we'll do Krumir and Folka. How much is it going to cost? 9? That's not too bad. And let's see. She's actually got a really high armor cap. That's pretty impressive. I'm going to go with some linkage because hers is really, really bad. And then let's take some extra armor. Armor's never a bad call. Especially if we can keep her on the battlefield. She's obviously pretty decent, like, not like a buff bot, but her ability is great for keeping other characters alive. Especially keeping Bulwark healthy, which is important. Obviously, if his strength gets lower, he's kind of useless. So, let's promote Krumir for another 9. And I'm going to give him some armor. And how about some strength? Lock that in. He's already got the maximum armor break, which is perfect. He's actually got, I think, the highest possible, which is 4. I don't think anybody has higher than 4. 3 is usually the most common, and then the Warhawks and stuff only have 2. So that hammer has given him quite a bit of armor break. All right, let's get back on the road. We don't need to rest. We still got good morale, so we'll just keep moving. Got a little village up on the road here. Around to hear you yelling, a harsh voice. Sorry. Let's try that again. Around to hear you yelling, a harsh voice reaches your ears, followed by the laughter of several others. Your abrupt halt alerts Folka, who immediately signals the ravens to fan out and draw their weapons. Let's investigate. Over the next rise, a group of 10 haggard fighters and a few Varls surround a half-dozen peasants in a broken wagon. A woman spots you and shouts, "Help us!" But a punch to the stomach drops her to the snow. The fighters turn, ready to fight. Just give us what's in the wagon. Ha, one man says. We were going to eat what's in that wagon when we finish with these folks. We're starving. Well, then you're going to die hungry. Charge! The man's confidence melts away and he and all his fighters flee from your assault. You give chase for a time, but soon return to the wagon and peasants. They're just bullies. Thank you, the woman who was punched earlier says. I'm Sepha. I know you don't want us around, but if you're heading toward Bindle, we'll follow your path. She's an archer. I'd love to have an archer join the party, but I'm trying to stay in his character as well, and his character is not a very nice person. Fine, but your food is ours. Payment for saving you, you say. The woman nods her understanding, but to your surprise, the wagon is nearly empty. We'll keep our distance, Sepha says, but we'll be behind you. You grunt and walk off. We got 1 supply. That's better than 0. A couple of Raven scouts take off to check out the cluster of tents ahead. Refugees from Ormsdollar, one of them says upon returning. They've got a sizable camp and seem disciplined. They know we're here, the scout adds. No sense in trying to avoid them. You take the lead and approach the refugees. The hooded man with a red spear greets you. My name's Bach, and this is Loffen. You're Bulwark of the Ravens, and... is this your wife? You're confused as much by his question as by the fact that no one is with the man. Who's Loffen? He moves his spear forward a foot. Loffen, my advisor of sorts. You look at Folka and snort. You're the second spearman we've met who's more than a little touched. The man stares at Folka, a dangerous look on his face. If you're finished having your laugh, I'll tell you why I've come to you. Fine, but make it quick. I'm heading this large group of trained fighters and tradesmen from Ormsdollar. We're looking for a new home. We've done what it takes to survive out here, but they're starting to lose faith in me. You want us to reinforce your control? No. I want you to take over. Lead us someplace we can live. Loffen and I weren't meant to keep others alive. What do I get in return? For one, we won't kill you. Bach smiles, but there's no humor in his eyes. We'll share the food we've collected and fight alongside you should there be a need. He stops and confers with his spear. Spoiling you, Loffen is. We'll even spread the word of how great the ravens are. We'll take you as far as Bindle, but no further. Bach kisses the metal of his spear and smiles. You have my thanks. Oh, Loffen thanks you as well. Alright, so we're on the road to Bindle. It's a lot of supplies, actually. That put us back up well over 10 days, actually. The unyielding snowfall is proving too much for the humans who now vainly attempt to follow your large footprints. In truth, the sky and your surroundings lack enough contrast to know where you're going. And it's cold. Trees over here, Folka manages to say, motioning with her spear. The foliage blocks some of the wind, but does nothing for visibility. With no other options, you burrow into the snow, cloaked in your bare fur.
Darkness. Lightning. Someone pulling in the energy. Painful.
Verk, wake up, you damn bear. You're being robbed. You roar and shake off the foot of snow covering you, the unclear dream still vivid in your mind. Bach uses his spear, Loffen, to point east. Those clansmen you saved, they killed your guards and they're taking everything. Oh, damn. The ones that we let follow us, of course. Folka is by your side in seconds, followed by the spearmen. You sprint along the snowy path of the stolen supplies, straight into an ambush by the bandits, originally harassing the clansmen. Sepha turns and smirks. Alright, looks like we got a little bit of a fight on our hands here. Stealing from the ravens? You must have a death wish. Okay, so we're actually... Wow, these are all enemies? Oh, wait. He's on my side, she's on my side. He's on my side. So they're kind of intermixed. A little bit weird. A little bit weird, for sure. Let's move in here. We might be able to get 2 kills for one right here. Let's see. I'm going to go 2 in there. I'm hoping it'll hit her on the second swing. Oh, no, he hit the freaking barrel. Yikes. Well, she's already out of the fight. I'm going to get on the diagonal here, I guess. And that was stupid because he's actually on our side. Can we attack anybody? No. So that was a waste. I'm going to use champion then. Yeah, for some reason I thought he was on the other side. Oh, she's gone. That was quick. Huh. Well, why don't you go ahead and engage him? Yeah, trading blows with that guy's probably not the best plan, but I don't know what more we can really do. Let's handicap this archer. So now all she can really do is, you know, break a little bit of armor. Looks like Bach is getting pretty beat up over there. I'm going to have him go after the archer there. She's actually the one that misled us. And I'm going to break some of her armor. She's actually pretty tough. These guys aren't, like, peasants. They're definitely, like, hardened soldiers. She's done. Let's move over here. Start swinging at some of these guys. I'm just gonna... No, no! Oh, I misclicked so badly right there. I was trying to attack him, and it just did not work out. Okay, I need you to start breaking his armor. We're pretty well outnumbered in this fight. Nice, got a deflect there. keep going at him, I guess. Oh, he's down. That didn't last very long. I'm gonna get you in here. And I want you to wound him a little bit. Nice thing is he's safe back there. Oh, they're going after Bulwark now. I'm gonna have this guy start moving in, but as he does that, he's gonna keep chopping at her. He should be able to take her one-on-one. Ooh, they're lining up for me now. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little bit of damage to both of them here. Oh, you hit our own guy? Like, of all the people around you, you hit your own guy. Let's deal with her. She's still alive, but she's only doing armor damage at this point. Oh, never mind. Forgot that he's pretty weakened. Yeah, I mean, that's not gonna work very well. Huh. You're down no matter what, so I'm gonna move you here, and let's keep going at her. Oh, great. Oh, nice, got absorbed. Okay, and he should be able to finish her off now. And they're gonna engage me over here. Going for the kill there. He actually wasted that ability. Alright. I can do 8 damage right there. I'm gonna take that then. Let's go for the kill, and we'll see if we can get anybody else on the second swing. Nice. Did a little bit of damage there. She's tanking as much as she can, but it's probably not going to be enough. 2. Why is that red? I don't know why that's red. I don't like that. I don't know what that means, but it's probably not good. Huh. Do you have any abilities? No. I was hoping he would have the same ability that they do, but no such luck. Alright, they're really going at her now. Luckily, she's got a ton of armor. Why don't you step up here? And let's not waste the willpower. Did you just hit Folka? I really hope he didn't. Do 6 there. Nah, let's go after the archer. We might be able to get a pillage. Yeah, perfect. Just keep hacking at this guy. And we'll let Bulwark get the kill. No sense letting him have it since he's a nameless character. He's not going to level up or anything. Whew, that was a rough one. Unfortunately, our new party member got dropped, so he's going to be out for a while. We did get some extra renown for getting that Shield Maiden perk, though. Cool, 17, not bad at all. Sepho's wounds are great, and she whimpers in the snow. You nod to Folka, who dispatches the bandit archer with haste. This is what helping folks gets you, you roar. Grab all these supplies and bring them back to camp. You tell the ravens after hoisting a barrel on each shoulder. We got some renown, though. Right, well, we are out of time for the day, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode right here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for the next part of our Banner Saga 2 Let's Play.